In this video, I'm going to be showing you how to install the XRI Starter kit. But first, I'm going to be showing you a slight problem with the current version of Unity and the package manager with OpenXR. So for this portion, don't follow along. I'm going to start this out like I would any project or any asset that I would download from the asset store. I'm going to create a brand new project for that, or I normally have a project dedicated for all assets that I download. And I always install assets into a separate project because they may come with things, including this project, like changes to your settings or package manager you don't want to affect your actual project you're working on. So right now I'm going up to the package manager, going over to my assets, typing in XRI and downloading and importing the XRI Starter kit. And normally this is the exact way you should do it because it should be bug-free, problem-free. You're going to install, update, click yes, yes, yes. It's going to restart Unity and everything should be good. And after Unity restarts for the input system, we're going to run into our first big problem. And in the bottom right, you can see the first warning saying the package cache was invalidated, and that's because of OpenXR. So even though the XR Starter Kit has not been installed, just the package changes with this current version of Unity and OpenXR installing this way has created this issue. And even if you delete all of your packages, delete your whole manifest, and try and reinstall OpenXR, the same problem keeps occurring until I delete the whole library of this project and reinitialize the entire project. At least that's the only way that I have found to get around this issue. So if this issue ever happens to you in any of your projects, you just first have to install the problem package first, and then you can go about everything normally. So here we're doing the exact same thing, creating a brand new 3D URP project and selecting the version that I uploaded this kit in is 2022.2.8. Now we're going to jump up to the package manager and install the problem package first, which is the OpenXR plugin. And now with OpenXR installed, we can go back to the package manager and install XRI Starter Kit just like we normally would. So off the bat, this asset is not going to be working straight with your headset. If you don't know how to get your headset to work, there are already a lot of tutorials on YouTube for this subject. I'm currently using the MetaQuest 2, so in this case, I'm going to be showing you how to get the MetaQuest 2 up and working with this project. And that simply means opening up your project settings, going down to XR plugin management, and these things should already be clicked on. Initialize XR on startup and OpenXR. Normally this is all you need to get most headsets working besides the most important part, which is your interaction profile and selecting the profile you need, in this case the Oculus Touch controllers. Now we're going to open up the XRI Starter Kit folder and open up the main scene in there. And it's all blue because the URP shaders need to compile. And that's pretty much all you need to know to get started with this kit. If you click play, it should work with your headset if your headset is plugged in and installed correctly. And if for any reason this project is crashing for you, you can turn off the forklift area because some of these models from Unity seem to have a little bit of a problem. But the last thing I'm going to do is go back to project settings and then drop down to XR management, and I'm going to install the XR device simulator. I wanted this as part of the package, but because of the way it's installed, I wasn't able to do that. So you're going to have to manually install it, and if you haven't used this, it's a wonderful feature. But just make sure you uncheck Initialize XR on startup if you want to use this feature. And if you click play with this on, now you can go about interacting with the scene without actually putting on your headset, which is a wonderful thing if you're developing in VR all day. That is the end of this video. If you guys come across any other problems, please leave a comment or email me and I will try and get them fixed as quickly as possible.